Hi guys, as you can see we're on the test server here and we will have a look at Oren in this video. And yeah, let's begin with his stats. It's quite usual attack 5472, not that high, but it will be okay as soon as we see his damage. Dev cost 22 will go down with his passive, arena passive. He blocks 2, attack and develop, usual for fighter 1, because he already has gear on it to reduce that. And yeah, the rest I think it's quite usual. HP, he has somewhat of HP with the 22,000, but yeah, let's have a look at the skills. Let's begin with the basic attack. He can do 120% AoE physical damage to 5 enemies in his 4-tile range. Next, Reprimand. This is on 4-tile range and also to the sides, and every 10 seconds the next basic attack changes to a 300% AoE physical damage and 100% AoE true damage up to 8 enemies, and it will inflict 1 stack of radiant erosion. Yeah, and during the ultimate, the range is expanded to the ultimate range, which is just 1 tile ahead of this one, and the trigger interval is reduced by 6 seconds. So basically it's every 4 seconds during the ultimate. Then we have Smite. When Anathema, we will have a look at this in a moment. Kills an enemy, it will grant Rage Regent. It's 1.4% per second to the hero, and it reduces the cooldown of Reprimand by 1 second. So if this Anathema passive skill is killing enemies, this skill is will be reduced, the cooldown. So yeah. Then we have arena cost reduction of 3, so it will be 19 then, from 22 down to 19, which is good. Then let's have a look at the talent. When an enemy in the ultimate range is inflicted with 3 stacks of radiant erosion, Anathema is triggered. What is Anathema? Yeah, it will remove all radiant erosion stacks. So if enemies has 3 stacks will be removed, and yeah, we will got 250% AoE physical damage and 150% AoE true damage to 5 enemies, and after it all enemies with HP below 20% will be executed. And special thing about Anathema, this can target airborne units, but this is the only thing in his kit which can target airborne units, so he will not shine that much in, let's say, anti-air arena, but yeah, this skill can target them. Yeah, the cooldown of Anathema is 5 seconds. When an ally inflicts radiant erosion on an enemy, 1 extra stack of radiant erosion will be added, and we got an extra true damage equal to 30% of the hero's attack to them. Yeah, then let's have a look at Lord's Gear. The first thing is basically the same as Praetus, but with this judgment, this is a little bit different. We have judgment 1, 2, and the final judgment. You can activate it by activating it on the left side. It's a button, same as with Bratus. And we got no single target damage. We got an AoE damage, 80% physical, 80% true damage to one target and 5 targets in total. And we got the stun. Judgment 2 also inflicts stun and inflicts one stack of radiant erosion. And as you can see, this cannot take effect on airborne units. And yeah, final judgment, same as before. We got the stun for 1 second, we got radiant erosion, and we got the extension of Sacred Blessing, yeah, which is this skill, which increases all damage from all arbiters by 50% after you activate the judgment. Braiders also have this skill, but with the final judgment we have an extension of 10 seconds, so it's extends the effect duration of Sacred Blessing by 16. Does it mean we have 8 seconds and 16 seconds? So we have 24 seconds then? Yeah, should be. Yeah. Last, let's have a look at the ultimate here. After we cast this, which has a very long range, 5 tiles in the front and to the side, and will last 20 seconds. We got magic damage, physical damage, and true damage vulnerability of 30%. And we also got 1 stack of radiant erosion when an ally's basic attack reaches the enemies. So this is very good for stacking up those radiant erosion stacks. Yeah, and it also reduces the cooldown of Anathema to 1 second, which is the passive, which is removing the radiant erosion stacks and then doing this AoE hits. And yeah, we have slow. It says, and it can inflict slow. Okay, because we have a 50% slow. Does it mean that we always inflict slow there? Yeah, we will see that. But yeah, that's his kit. Let's have a look at the awakenings real quick. A1, after we activate the ultimate, the first 2 basic attacks are changed to reprimand, which is really strong. We got lots of damage out there then. Awaken 2 is just more attack and more attack for the faction team members. A3 increases the hero's penetration by 10% of his crit damage. So let's say if we have 300% of crit damage, Oren has 30% penetration, which is quite nice because he has it always, not just in the ultimate or something. So I think this should be really good. A4, activating the ultimate immediately inflicts 1 stack of radiant erosion and stun. A 3 seconds. Whoa. 3 seconds stun is really good. Up to 10 enemies in range, so more radiant erosion, so we can trigger his passive Anathema more often. Because in the ultimate we also got a reduction of the cooldown. And A5 increases Anathema's physical damage multiplier to 300% and true damage multiplier to 200. So it's from 250 to 300 and from 150 to 200. Let's see if that will be good. Yeah, gear-wise, I think the best should be Cataclysm, because then you can, if you have it, you can put the Supreme Arbiter's Ring on him, which is increasing his attack and his max HP by 5%. And yeah, for the artifact, I tried Hate's Contagion, but with his long range, we could also try Realm Tier. I don't know if that will fit better. Depends on the content, I think. Yeah, that's the kit, and let's see in which content we can test him. So we will test Oren right now in Arena, and I will be attacking my usual global server AoE team, which is that one. And yeah, we will be using Oren A0. So it's basically the same team, just with Oren instead of Praetus. Let's see. Oh yeah, and we have Airless, because on the other side I used a Draylen to block some enemies. Yeah, let's see. Let's begin with Valara right here. It's quite the same. Then let's place the Jan. Not a big difference right there. I think we need to wait with the skill until they all are in range. And now, yeah, okay. Now I think we can move Valar right there. I think let's try this skill right now. And we can place Oren right away. Okay. Yeah, this judgment will help more than Praetor's skill because it hits AoE. And you can see we should have one reprimand now. Yeah, and this is it, okay. We lost this one. Yeah, let's try Oren's ultimate here and place Airless. And let's activate this. Yeah, okay. That's really strong compared to the Ingrid version. Let's activate Valara right now. And the judgment. Let's wait for Ingrid. Okay, we got... I think we can do the ultimate right now. And he should burst them down real quick. And do that. Yeah. As you can see, Ingrid and Valara cannot compete with that, even though it's strong, but this is a difference. This is really good. Let's do Valara now. I don't know if we should activate him now. But yeah, let's try and also activate this skill. And yeah, wait, this burst is really heavy. So this will be the new AoE meta, I think. Maybe with Laken, need to be tested, but yeah. Okay, Ingrid was in her burst mode, so let's see if we can get out one more ultimate of Oren. I think I will be using Valar right now, because we get one more wave after this one, so it should be, yeah. And let's activate these. Yeah, that's a different. Because Praetus is not doing that much, because he's only single target, and yeah, what should I say? Oren is really good in AoE arena. Yeah, if we have a look at the damage numbers, well, okay, Ingrid is... We placed Ingrid after every other hero, so she cannot do that much damage, but yeah, Oren is a burst machine, and not even the burst, he's doing a really good job. And think of it, he's A0 right now. He's A0. Okay, now I changed the team to Oren A3 because I want to have a look what's the difference there. Just short look at those awakenings. We got these two reprimand basic attacks after activating the ultimate, and we got more attack for the team, and we got this penetration by 10% of his crit damage. Mine has, let's see, 350% in total, about, so we should have 35% penetration. Yeah, let's see. Should we do auto fight? Well, we could try. No, actually, let's do it normal. Okay, practice. Let's start. Yeah. Start is the same. We place Valara. Oren is just not on the low side of the cost to place him at the beginning. You could try a Kane version of it, I think. I don't know if that will work. Okay, let's see. Now let's activating those two. Thing one and Valara right there. And let's place Oren right away and activate. Okay, I think we don't need to activate this here because we got a reprimand right at the beginning when you place him, so yeah. Let's activate it once more. The stun is also real nice. Okay. Now we will see the difference. Let's activate Oren right away. We got two reprimands now, 1 and 2. Yeah, that's insane. This AoE stun is also really good. Let's activate Valara for these last 2 waves. And we can do a judgment here. Okay, yeah, this judgment was not that timed really good, but yeah, let's see. Now let's place Ingrid. So 2 more waves. I think we can activate Oren right now. 1, 2. And activate the judgment. Yeah. If we don't get... Okay. The enemy... My own enemy team lost Praetus, but that will not make a real difference, so... Let's see. If Ingrid is not in her burst mode, she cannot compete with Oren's damage. So let's activate this 2-time judgment right now. And Valara for the last 2 waves. And we can also activate Oren, I think. Yeah, let's try to burst this down. Yeah, that's a new world here. Okay, we have 3 more waves, so we can activate Valara right now, I think. And we can activate Oren. Yeah. No chance without an Oren. let's have a look at the damage. Yeah, not really higher as before, even though he's A3. But yeah, the enemies are dead so quickly, so I think he cannot shine with his awakenings there. But yeah, that's a new meta, I think. We got the new AoE meta team with our leading Oren here. And yeah, I also did a little bit of testing in Malric's house. He's also really good there, but nothing which other heroes, what other heroes cannot achieve. So yeah, he might also be really good in the new Immortal Codex hard mode boss. We got, I think, for the Matrix physical phase, we can, yeah, you could try Oren with Erlang Shen and Laken. And beside of that, I don't think we have good physical damage heroes in the Arbiters. Yeah, GVG, I don't know. We will see, but for the arena, it's definitely a new world. Yeah, thank you for watching.